Okay, so for the homework, so we have these 4 chords. We have D. With D, you're going to play from the 4th string. And yeah, with all of these chords, just make sure that you just get a good sound on every string. And then we went to E minor. For E minor, you're going to use fingers 2 and 3, where the 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th strings, and we're going to play all the strings. And here on this chord, it might be like a common sort of mistake can be maybe not hearing the 3rd string because one of these fingers is muting it. It could be like, so just make sure that you have nice curved fingers. Good. And then we're going to go to G, the hardest one, the big one. And a couple ways that you could maybe make it a bit easier. So right now I'm using fingers 1, 2, and 3, and my 3rd finger is on the high E string 3rd fret. A totally nice way to play this chord would be to not use your 1st finger and just use fingers 2 and 3. And your 2nd finger is going to actually mute the 5th string, so it sounds like this. String 6, string 5. Yeah. I mean, I would almost recommend just playing it like that unless you're more used to this one, because they both sound great. So there's G. And then the last chord is A7. And so how these fingers are sort of spread out right now, fingers 2 and 3, if you let go of those, they have a similar relationship to each other, although they're closer. So now we're on strings 4 and 2, 2nd fret, playing from the 5th string. And then we're going to go back to D. So if you take your ring finger, now you're on the 2nd fret of B, go up a fret. Yeah. So we were just doing an exercise in class where we were just going from like G to A7. But for this week, just get used to those 4 chords. D, E minor, G, and A. And there's a lot of different songs that we can do that are just based on those 4 chords, or even just like 3 of them. Here comes the sun. The sun, if you want to practice those chords, it's D twice, and then G, and then A7. I can talk more about like the right hand, but yeah, like for now, if you want to practice those chords, you could just do them in that order. If you're listening to the song Here Comes the Sun, so they're playing it with a capo on the 7th fret. It's really high. Oops. Just so you know, but these are the shapes that they're using. Okay, thank you.